the ECW TV champion 23 months.
Weighing 218 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, Jeff Hardy.
Well, Jeff Hardy, all business here tonight. Hardcore title on the line. No holds barred, balls count anywhere. But I think Jeff is thinking about his brother, the victim of that attack with a chair by Rob Van Dam.
Well, Jeff better get those thoughts out of his mind because Van Dam is too dangerous not to have your total focus on the challenger for the hardcore title. Look at that flexibility and this, oh my, what a shot.
He is sensational, he is spectacular, Rob Van Dam. However, you can use those adjectives to describe the WWF Hardcore Champion, Jeff Hardy, as well.
Jeff Hardy blocking the suplex attempt. Van Dam, an ECW competitor, and he has drawn the first blood as far as getting a partisan chant from the ECW faithful here in the Gund Arena. There's not a lot of them, but they're very loud.
Well, Rob Van Dam, known for his egotism, known to be boastful, and it cost him there as Jeff Hardy countered from behind.
Jeff Hardy has had a great spring, defeating Triple H for the Intercontinental title in April, won the light heavyweight title in June, the hardcore title in July.
And don't forget the number of times he and his brother have held the tag team championships. Jeff Hardy up over the top of Rob Van Dam. Van Dam is extremely flexible, but if there is anyone who is Rob Van Dam's peer in flexibility, it's that man, Jeff Hardy.
Rob Van Dam's ego got the better of him there, and he paid for it. Van Dam's certainly full of himself, and some would say rightfully so. He may be the hidden crown jewel in the entire coalition weaponry.
Well, that hidden crown jewel just received a compactor by Jeff Hardy, and Rob Van Dam kicks out.
Hardcore title on the line, meaning pinfalls count anywhere. There can be no disqualifications and can be no countouts.
It was July 9th, JR, the year 2001, just a couple of weeks ago. Ooh! Rob Van Dam and Tommy Dreamer coming through the crowd, making an impact as ECW reformed on Raw is War. Here's the cover by Rob Van Dam, and Hardy gets the shoulder up.
Van Dam may have wasted a second or two, again with the ego, and he got a 2 count. You do the math.
Jeff Hardy, the hardcore champion, in trouble, head first.
That's great strength to do that.
And Rob Van Dam off the ropes, up over the top, and lands on the sternum of Jeff Hardy.
This guy's an amazing athlete.
Cover, kick out by Jeff Hardy before the count of 3. A rather unorthodox hardcore match, would you say here, JR?
Yeah, we haven't seen any of the obligatory weapons and stop signs and kitchen sinks and the like.
Ooh, Rob Van Dam's style has been compared to the competitors, so to speak, in that movie, The Matrix. He flows through the ring, seemingly in slow motion, but he is as quick as a cat.
And he drinks the Kool-Aid.
Of course, of Paul Heyman. Rob Van Dam, top rope. Jeff Hardy countered, and Rob Van Dam bounces head first off the barricade.
Nothing fancy about that counter, but it was very effective.
And Jeff Hardy, with some important time to regroup, catches breath.
23-year-old Jeff Hardy. Next to Earl Hebner, maybe the most eligible bachelor in the entire WWF. Made a nice move there and bought himself a little bit of time, which may have been more important than the move itself because Jeff had been in a bad way.
Take another look. Rob Van Dam, top rope. Jeff Hardy counted. Look at the impact off the barricade. Jeff Hardy looking to scale the barricade. Rob Van Dam met him in midair. Hardy lost his balance. Van Dam took advantage.
Van Dam landed on the mats on the inside, and Jeff Hardy landed on that exposed concrete floor on the outside. Big difference. A great wherewithal by Rob Van Dam, who knew exactly, seemingly, what Jeff Hardy was going to do.
Rob Van Dam not too in love with himself, posing to the camera, giving the #1 sign. This is a hardcore match. Pinfalls count anywhere in this arena. They could count out of the streets of Cleveland, over across the street in Jacobs Field, anywhere. And Rob Van Dam in control, the hardcore champion, Jeff Hardy.
Here's Jim Corderas. Oh! And nice reversal by Jeff Hardy.
No padding on that barricade.
Oh, not at all. And Van Dam again. Having a chance here.
Knocking Hardy down. You can feel the crowd, the tension here. And
it's amazing. There's no mats. There's nothing but concrete.
And here's the cover to the new hardcore champion. And Hardy just gets the shoulder up.
Look at this athleticism here. We talk about a risk taker. We talk about the Hardys being daredevils their entire career. And perhaps Rob Van Dam is going to raise raise the Daredevil level to new heights.
We talked about pride being on the line here tonight at Invasion. This is the only title on the line here at the Gund Arena in Cleveland. And how important would it be to this upstart coalition of ECW, WCW if Rob Van Dam could take it away from Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, if ECW, WCW group wins the only title match, but it's a WWF title, which makes it even more sweet.
Jeff Hardy on the barricade by Rob Van Dam, and this unorthodox Rob Van Dam continues the assault on the hardcore champion.
Oh, look out here. Jeff Hardy hanging up there.
Rob Van Dam off the apron and a kick to the back.
A spinning heel kick by Van Dam. He may have hurt his knee there, but that's the risk you run when you take those kind of chances.
Rob Van Dam favoring the right knee as he came off the apron quickly into the cover. Here it is, there's one, there's two, and Hardy gets the shoulder up. You see the ego of Rob Van Dam when he backs it up. He backs those words up.
He's a hell of an athlete, is Rob Van Dam, having words now with the WWF referee. And Van Dam, that spinning heel kick off the edge of the ring apron, rather.
Can you feel the emotion here tonight, JR? It's been like a pendulum, swinging from one side to the other all night long. Early on, it was WWF. Lately, it's been ECW, WCW as Rob Van Dam takes it back.
RVD loves to hear his name, his initials called. Yeah, he's got an ego, but as we said, he backs it up more often than not. And the WWF Hardcore title on the line here.
Well, Rob Van Dam got hung up in the apron. Jeff Hardy up over the top rope. Sunset flip. Oh, you can feel and hear that impact.
The air turned right out of Rob Van Dam. That was turned into almost a power bomb by Jeff Hardy.
Now Jeff Hardy perhaps looking for some tools, but listen to this impact. Jeff Hardy with a tool perhaps he knows better than any other. The ladder.
Tables, ladders, and chairs. The Hardys they made the reputation in those matches along with other great teams. But Jeff Hardy, as you said, Michael, knows full well how to use very effectively this ladder, and this is one big ladder.
That's got to be 20 feet in the air. And Jeff Hardy with a shot to the ribs. Van Dam still suffering the effects of that power bomb. Jeff Hardy.
Oh God, where's it going?
To the top of the ladder. What in the world is he going to do up there?
Van Dam is up.
And Van Dam into the ring. Where's he going?
As far away from that ladder as he can get is what I would suggest.
You saw him wipe his brow. Van Dam, look at this, trying to grab the ladder, forcing Jeff Hardy perhaps to lose his balance. Hardy hanging on for dear life here. The ladder tipping. Hardy in trouble. Hardy right out of that concrete off the top of the ladder.
That rampway gave you no give whatsoever. And you see a little piece of carpet there. That's for the aesthetics. There's no give. There's no, well, they learned to fall. Learn to fall in my big Oklahoma butt. How do you learn to fall off a 20-foot ladder?
And watch Jeff Hardy's knee twist as he hits, and you can hear the impact. And now, as Jeff Hardy's in trouble, RVD grabs a steel chair.
This is a hardcore matchup. Anything goes. There's no disqualifications, and there can be no countouts either.
And the WWF Hardcore title is on the line. Jeff Hardy from the World Wrestling Federation, RVD from WCW, ECW.
As versed as Jeff Hardy is with the ladder, as you saw there, Van Dam is equally versed by utilizing a chair. But now Jeff Hardy has got the chair that Van Dam brought into play.
Van Dam made his name by being extreme, but Jeff Hardy is bringing the extreme to RVD tonight.
Jeff Hardy limping. How's he even able to stand is what I want to know. But look at Jeff Hardy with his WWF Hardcore title on the line.
This is also about pride. As Jeff Hardy, steel chair in hand. And look at that! That's the Van Daminator! And Jeff Hardy went flying off the stage!
My God, Jeff Hardy caught the Van Daminator. And then he went to the concrete, right off the staging, all the way down.
Rob Van Dam with a tremendous counter. And Jeff Hardy went flying off the stage. Take another look. The impact. The chair off the head of Jeff Hardy. And the momentum taking Hardy to the floor below.
And Van Dam, he can cover Jeff Hardy wherever Jeff Hardy and the pieces of Jeff Hardy may be lying.
Van Dam, well aware of that, rolls into that pit area underneath the stage.
You got nothing but concrete down there.
And Jeff Hardy tossed back up on the stage by Rob Van Dam.
And that's been a hell of a match. Hardy, he's having a hard time even standing, but now Van Dam has got that steel chair, just as legal as a headlock in this sort of match.
Falls count anywhere. Van Dam delivers the shot to the sternum. Here's the cover. Good avenue. Hardcore champion. No. Jeff Hardy with the resilience to the heart, kicking out.
Jeff Hardy fighting for every WWF fan.
Rob Van Dam in control. That smile on his face has turned to a look perhaps of frustration. Van Dam perhaps believing he had Jeff Hardy defeated there.
Jeff Hardy, you got to wonder how much more can withstand here. And I think Van Dam's going to maybe ask those same questions and make sure it can't be much more.
A lot on the line for Paul Heyman here as well. I'll tell you, Paul Heyman kicked to the midsection, and Rob Van Dam, steel chair in hand.
Jeff Hardy is bleeding. He's been opened up. Oh! And a Van Daminator grabbing that chair right into the cranium.
And you can see that blood trickling from the forehead of Jeff Hardy. Rob Van Dam, high risk taker, top rope, Hardy countered, legs to the midsection.
Jeff Hardy had one of Van Dam's signature maneuvers, well scouted. DDT! Oh, DDT that long.
Here's the cover, hook of the leg, he's got it, no! Van Dam kicks out, Hardy again, into the cover, again hooks the leg, and again a kick out.
Van Dam to show us how tough he is. I was standing down, and look at that move. Right.
And there's the DDT that planted Rob Van Dam, and Jeff Hardy continues the assault in what has been a hotly, I'll tell you, competitive matchup. Here's the cover, Hardy rolls him over, they have it, no! Van Dam kicks out.
What a suplex by Jeff Hardy, but Van Dam got folded up like an accordion, but he's still competing here.
For someone like Rob Van Dam, this is his chance to be on center stage. He knows what's at stake. So does Jeff Hardy, not wanting to lose that title to ECW, WCW. Jeff Hardy, shot to the chin of Rob Van Dam.
Well, these two young men could lead their respective companies into the future, main event after main event, as time goes on.
Jeff Hardy, top rope, crowd on its feet at the Gund Arena. Jeff, swanton, Rob Van Dam had it scouted and rolled out of the way.
It was all or nothing for Jeff Hardy and the swanton bomb. If Jeff would have hit it, you've got to believe it would definitely have been over.
And there's that hardcore title on the chest of Jeff Hardy, extremely legal. As Rob Van Dam, top rope. Van Dam stalking his opponent. Here it is, 5-star frog splash.
Right on the hardcore title, right in the sternum of Jeff Hardy. Van Dam hurt himself, but he hurt Jeff Hardy more.
The cover, and Van Dam wins it. Van Dam has won the WWF hardcore title.
And new World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, Rob Van Dam.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a hell of a match. I don't know how many stars you want to give that at home. I gotta believe that was one of the funnest matches I've seen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest scheduled for one fall is for the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Championship. Introducing first, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 246 pounds,
The hardcore championship on the line. It is up for grabs tonight. The Road Dogg injured on Raw Saturday night, and Al Snow King, talking him back in the locker room earlier on, basically said he should be champion. He said he's made a name for himself in these hardcore matches. He likes them. He should be champ. Yeah, right. Who's that talking? Him or that stupid head?
his opponent, representing the Count Squad, weighing 232 pounds, Bob Holly.
And what a tremendous opportunity for Bob Holly. Last night on Raw Saturday night, Al Snow challenged anyone to a hardcore match. No one bid, so Al had a hardcore match against himself. Bob Holly came out king to help out his pal. He got no respect in return, so then those two went at it. Oh yeah, and that got hardcore, and now here we go now. And here we go now. Al Snow, hardcore match against Bob Holly. No holds barred, falls count anywhere, no countouts or disqualifications. On Raw Saturday night last night, Road Dogg was attacked in the locker room area. You better watch what's going on or you're gonna get attacked from behind. Oh! Chair from Snow to Holly. Man! So King, Road Dogg is no longer hardcore champion. Someone attacked him in the locker room last night. He is now in the hospital. He's been forced to forfeit the hardcore title. And so it's now between Al Snow and Bob Holly.
Well, if you ask me, Road Dogg got what he deserved. And one of these two guys are going to get what they deserve, the hardcore title.
Falls count anywhere in the arena, folks, as Bob Holly and Al Snow head out into the crowd. What a tremendous opportunity for Bob Holly. He's been Intercontinental Champion for a cup of coffee. He's been a cup of coffee as tag team champion. But if he wins this title tonight, King, it'll go a long way to erasing the image of Sparky Plugg.
I love Sparky Plugg.
You would.
That was endless material for me.
King, you shouldn't have been screaming so much last night on Raw Saturday night.
I know my voice was shot, but who cares?
Fire extinguisher to the eyes from Bob Holly. Oh, man!
What was that?
Folks, anything goes in this matchup. These two have been friends for a very long time. Al Snow formed the Job Squad. He brought Bob Holly in, gave Bob Holly an opportunity, but now these two friends are enemies with a hardcore title on the line.
Yeah, in case you hadn't noticed, they're not friends anymore. They're beating the hell out of each other.
And there's the fire extinguisher now to the face of Bob Holly. And now the kicks by Al Snow back in the technical area.
Where are they going? Oh my gosh.
Folks, again, Road Dogg's been forced to forfeit the hardcore championship.
Look at this.
Because of the injury sustained in the attack last night on Raw Saturday night.
I'm gonna tell you, this thing could end up down on Beale Street. Or maybe out of Graceland.
Oh! You recall the classic hardcore battle last month between Al Snow and the Road Dogg King, when it was snowing outside and Road Dogg got the pin on Al Snow out in the snow.
Here, reach out and touch somebody.
Oh! Al Snow with that telephone to the forehead of Bob Holly. Tell you, King, it takes a certain mentality to be hardcore champion.
Or it takes no mentality.
Total disregard for the body. You have to enjoy pain. Oh! And if you ever see Al Snow in these type of matchups, he's always smiling. He's always laughing.
You're right, because he's got no mentality. He is huge. Al Snow will be a perfect hardcore champion.
He's busting
What is
floor
that?
tiles over the head of Al Snow.
Man.
Backstage area now. Bob Holly, Al Snow, hardcore championship on the line. Falls count anywhere. Cooler a beer into the head of Al Snow.
I guess you love that too, don't you, Snow?
No countouts, no disqualifications. They're outside the pyramid now. It's 30 degrees outside, and Bob Holly's out there with no shirt.
Look at this.
Broom handle across the back. Al Snow can pin him out here because falls count anywhere, folks. No holds barred.
Al Snow's mopping the floor up with him.
We talked about what a tremendous opportunity it is for Bob Holly. Here's the cover now. First one of the matchup and a kick out after two. King, first big opportunity here for Bob Holly in a long time, but what about Al Snow? For 13 or 14 years, Al Snow has wanted to get to the big show here in the WWF. He's here now and has a chance to become champion.
Well, I said it before. This would be the perfect title for Al Snow. Hardcore champion.
Shots to the kidneys by Al Snow. Counter with a forearm by Bob Holly. And Al Snow head first into that concrete wall and now into the fire lane sign.
Oh! Watch that cop car.
Hey, your hometown may never be the same after this one, King.
Look at this.
Hey, look at Al Snow is laughing again.
He loves it.
This guy is nuts.
By the way, no parking.
Bob Holly, the 230-pounder from Talladega, Alabama, in control. Here's a cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out after two.
I think that cop car was in a no parking zone.
Shot to the stomach now by Al Snow. Kick there by Snow again. There's another one. Bob Holly, a real blue-collar individual. He's a welder by trade, but he's in trouble now to Al Snow. May have to weld some body parts back on after this one.
He used to have to weld all those race cars together that he would wreck every week.
Turn on me, will ya?
Holly now with the right hand. Folks, they are outside the pyramid here in Memphis. You can see the pyramid in the background in the parking lot area through that chain link fence.
Wait a minute, you know what? They're getting near the Mississippi River.
Oh my God. The pyramid borders the Mississippi here in Memphis.
You can see it back there's the water.
You were right, King. They may end up on Beale Street. That water icy cold here in the middle of winter in
Why give me
Memphis.
my girlfriend? Her name's Barbie Wire.
Al Snow is
Oh,
whacked.
come on, give it up.
And Bob Holly managed to get out of that wire and deliver the choke, the throat shot that time to Al Snow.
They're out in the gravel. No, stop. Stop. Don't do that.
I think if I can see correctly, King, that looks like it's the riverbank.
Look at this.
Stop sign. And that stopped Al Snow. That's a wheelbarrow.
Look at this. Look out.
Pieces of wood by Al Snow. Folks, this is for the Hardcore Championship.
Yeah. A fractured, broken, torn up belt. And it goes perfect with a fractured idiot that wants to win it.
No holds barred, falls count anywhere, a certain mentality, folks. And they are down on the banks of the Mississippi River.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Bob Holly with that piece of wood across the back of Al Snow, who still manages to stay on his feet.
that's Mud Island back there.
King, there is no doubt that these two will ever be the same after this type of matchup.
What's he got?
Oh! That was over. And Holly now leading Al Snow down to the river. One of these guys is going to be fish bait.
You're kidding me.
Al Snow now hammering away on Bob Holly. Total disregard for your body. Hardcore title on the line. We mentioned a certain mentality.
They're no mentality. Who would be out there fighting? And, oh, look at this.
Into the Mississippi River. That water has got to be 35, 40 degrees. And now Al Snow tossed in. They look like drowned rats.
Come on, Bob Holly. Make Al Snow sleep with the fish.
Well, King, I agree with you. I said a certain mentality. You're right. No mentality at all.
Look at this. Oh, man.
You got to be a certain individual to first off compete in a hardcore match, but to actually hold the hardcore championship, that's another thing. And Al Snow now making his way back up the riverbank. A dark night on the banks of the Mississippi in Memphis.
What's he doing now?
From behind with a stick.
Wow.
A stick bounced off the back of Al Snow and hit the cameraman.
Our cameraman's hardcore, too.
Covered out by Bob Holly, hook of the leg, and a kick out again by Al Snow.
If you're involved in any kind of way with a match like this, you're hardcore.
Al Snow, the 234-pounder from Lima, Ohio, said earlier he would love to win the Hardcore Championship. Believes by right he's the champion since the Road Dogg had to forfeit the title. And there again is that chain link fence.
What are they trying to do with that?
And Bob Holly now setting up that fence for Al Snow. Kick to the midsection. And now Al Snow battles back. Again, those kidney shots taking their effect on Bob Holly. Wow. And there's the right hand up underneath the chin.
And there's that maniacal laugh again. He's a nut.
And there's another stick across the back, and it hardly budged Al Snow. Al Snow been involved in many legendary battles in the Far East, but perhaps none as brutal as this one against Bob Holly. And now Holly's going to wrap him up in the fence. And here's the cover now. And this one's over. Bob Holly has won the Hardcore Championship.
The winner of this match,
I can't believe it.
and new World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, Bob Holly.
Bob Holly wins the Hardcore Championship. It becomes the 4th Hardcore Championship in WWF history. Can you believe what we just witnessed, King?
On the banks of the mighty Mississippi River, a new Hardcore Champion is crowned.
They battled outside the pyramid, through parking lots, through cars, down literally into the frozen waters of the Mississippi. And that man there from Talladega, Alabama is your new Hardcore Champion. Wow. What a tremendous victory for Bob Holly. Has he finally shed the label of Sparky Plug here tonight in Memphis? And here he comes back into the arena, and what an ovation.
He's coming in here to pick up this fractured, shattered belt.
And there's Al Snow, so wrapped up in that chain link fence down on the banks of the Mississippi River. But here now the official presentation. Bob Holly, your Hardcore Champion. But folks, if you think this was something, wait till Last Man Standing, Rock Mankind for the WWF title tonight. On a night, King, where we will update you on the condition of The Undertaker. The People's Champion, The Rock, is in the house, and he is living. We start things off with X-Pac in hardcore action. The game of one-upmanship continues between X-Pac and the Road Dogg.
Challenger, being accompanied by the Road Dogg from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 222 pounds, X-Pac.
You know, King, X-Pac challenged the Hardcore Champion Steve Blackman to this matchup on Raw Monday night, following the Road Dogg match against the Hardcore Champion Steve Blackman.
You got that right. Take a look at what happened. Blackman can't whip. Put that chair right into the face of Road Dogg, and brother, that was it. Oh, she wrote. Oh, I couldn't believe it.
Well, the Hardcore Champion, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman, picked up the victory, and it allowed X-Pac to make the challenge for Blackman tonight. We're now joined at ringside by X-Pac's partner, the Road Dogg.
I would tell you to shut up, but I can't hear you. This thing ain't even on.
You're kidding. Wait a minute.
Well, we can hear you. Fine, dandy.
Well, that's a little better, King. It takes a king to
I can do all of this technical type stuff.
Jiminy
He
Christmas.
is the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, Lethal Weapon.
I didn't even know he was the Hardcore Champion.
Well, you were in a hardcore title match on Raw Monday night against this man.
Well, affirmative, but I had no idea he was even, he and his personality have made that belt so ice cold that it was like I didn't even know he was the champion. I had no idea that was a hardcore match.
That's funny. You probably wondered why he was hitting you with a metal chair, right?
And garbage cans,
Oh, man.
chairs. I was just ready to, fisticuffs. That's
Right.
the kind of guy I am.
I got you.
If I would have known it was a hardcore match,
Oh.
for the love of Pete, he may not be here standing now.
Well, Road Dogg, this is a hardcore matchup. X-Pac against Steve Blackman, the Lethal Weapon, the Hardcore Champion. Remember, no holds barred, falls count anywhere in this hardcore matchup between two martial arts experts.
The Road Dogg, I got to ask you this. The deal, whoa, look at this. These guys are both cat-like, both cat-quick. But, now, X-Pac has picked up this challenge because he said that you and he are having a little bit of a personal rivalry.
It's not a personal rivalry. It's a friendly rivalry.
Oh, okay,
is what I'd like
okay.
to call it.
I got you.
Because we know if we were in the tag team category here in the World Wrestling Federation, nobody could beat us.
Right.
The blonde bombshells who hold the titles now have
Yeah.
a chance. Look at X-Pac right now. He's beating the fire out of G.I. Joe with
Well,
a Kung Fu
I've
grip.
always said, in my opinion, you, DX, you and X-Pac, the greatest tag team in the history of the WWF.
For sure, King.
But
It takes
X-Pac told me
royalty
that,
to realize that.
X-Pac told me that, wow, look at that. X-Pac told me that you think that in a single match, you're better than he is.
Well, I
look
think
at this
I am
slam
a
by
little
Blackman.
Look what's going on right now. I'm a little better than he is. Now, I may not have fared so well against Kung Fu Grip last Monday night, but
Right.
Jiminy Christmas, like I said, I didn't know it was was a hardcore match.
I think
now
X-Pac
he's
is
striking
realizing
him.
this is a hardcore match. Look at this.
Is that even legal?
Whip, yes, it's
Where's
legal
the
in a
referee?
hardcore matchup. Road Dogg, it's
Now
extremely
see?
legal. You're a former hardcore
You see
champion.
that?
You know
Michael
that.
Cole, you're stepping all over my verbiage, and I'm about to backhand the bleach out of your hair.
Well, we can have a little hardcore match with you and him. That'd be great.
Yeah, I can tell you the finish right now. Look, here we go. X-Pac, he is not a master of garage-do like Kung Fu Grip is. He's getting in touch with his inner chi right now.
Gee.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
Blackman
cheating.
with a counter.
That's not fair even in a hardcore match, I don't think.
I would not think. But now, I'm going to put you on the spot
Is he
here.
bleeding?
I'm going to put you on the spot. If X-Pac wins this match, what will that mean between you and X-Pac?
Well,
It means X-Pac's better than Road Dogg.
there is about to be another hardcore match
Well, I
right
didn't
here.
mean any disrespect, but Steve Blackman did defeat you. What a shot by Blackman to the back of the head of X-Pac.
Yeah, I felt that one last Monday night. It almost knocked my running lights.
Road Dogg, let me ask
what
you a
do they do?
question.
Do they go like that?
You're a former hardcore champion. Is Steve Blackman perhaps the toughest hardcore champion ever in this division?
Of course he's not the
Wow. You have to admit, however,
Holy
now look at
mackerel.
Blackman now. The cover on X-Pac. There's two, and X-Pac gets the shoulder
yeah.
up.
Yeah, he kicked the shoulder up. Like I said, he's not the toughest hardcore champion ever.
So in this match, you're really pulling for X-Pac. Even though if X-Pac wins, it'll mean that X-Pac technically, well, look at this, watch this.
Sure looks tough to me.
It would mean that X-Pac did something that you couldn't do, and that's beat.
And that's beat Steve Blackman. Is
Yeah.
that what you're trying to say?
That's sort of what I'm trying to get at.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going for X-Pac no matter what.
look out.
It's
Good, that's
friendly.
good.
It's a friendly thing we got going here. But I still think I'm the
Look out.
better singles wrestler.
Steve
Here he is with the nunchucks. That's assault with a deadly weapon.
You're right
in
there.
any state of the union.
I
It's
agree with you.
perfectly legal in a hardcore match.
Michael Cole, your mouth should be illegal.
Uh-oh. Well, Blackman giving the nunchucks to X-Pac.
Is he
No.
crazy?
Well, the odds are now even.
Yeah, now we're about to see it. You're about to see it right
Oh,
now.
look at this.
Well, they're
Yeah.
Look at there.
both of these superstars.
Hey, let's see what you got now, Ralph Macchio Blackman.
Come on, Karate Kid.
Hey.
Blackman quick as a cat.
Hey.
Oh, look at this. Oh, what a shot to the gut. And Blackman dissecting X-Pac. Shot to the back of the head by the hardcore champion.
How many
Those are
times did he
not
get hit?
legal. 13.
Right.
Unlucky 13. Now that's, what is that?
That is not fair. You're right.
We can do this in a hardcore match.
Of course you can. There's no rules. No holds barred. Here's the cover. Hooks the leg. Two. And X-Pac just gets
He
the
kicked
shoulder
out.
up.
He got it up. He got it up. X-Pac is about to show his inner chi right here. He comes right here. Maybe he needs something.
X-Pac. What?
Oh, he's going for something.
Yeah, he can get anything. There's liable to be anything up under that ring.
Yes, he's got a weapon. Weapons are good.
The weapons are good
Well,
when you're in
Blackman
there
has
with
one
Blackman.
too. A kendo
Especially
stick.
against G.I. Joe over there. Oh, God.
The
What's he
lethal
got?
weapon, Steve Blackman with kendo stick in hand. Actually, it looks like a normal
Oh,
stick to me.
What's he got? Yeah.
Pull him off. Fire extinguisher to the face from X-Pac.
Yeah, there's your toughest. Oh, yeah. Get on.
Oh, wait, no,
Get over here. Oh, Blackman off the table. First off the table. And
Did you
X-Pac
hear
with a
that?
shot to the chest.
Oh, he's all over him.
Oh, man.
I tell you what, I may lose this friendly wager. X-Pac is kicking his G.I. Joe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was going to ask you why you hadn't
Look
gotten
at this.
involved in this. I don't think X-Pac needs the help.
I don't want to help him. It's a friendly wager,
Okay,
like
I
we
got
said.
you. Oh, that was pretty. I like it.
A friendly
X-Pac's no
rivalry.
stranger. X-Pac's no stranger to putting a hurt on somebody. I can tell you that much.
He's doing a good job here. Blackman, the hardcore champion, in trouble in the corner.
Going for a little Bronco ride.
Bronco Buster, time into that trash container goes X-Pac. Ow. And the lethal
I don't
weapon,
know,
Steve
maybe.
Blackman's in control.
Oh, God, he's got that stick.
The
He's got
kendo
that
stick in the hands
Where's
of
the security?
I don't know, but I think that garbage can will
Security's
leave
got
him
to be
on.
in here somewhere.
Across the head of X-Pac, thundering through the arena.
Wait. No.
It's over.
he's
Blackman
done.
retains the hardcore.
I'll show you why we're the best team.
Here is your winner, and still World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion.
Road Dogg with a stick to the back of Blackman. And Road Dogg putting the hurt in on Blackman. What did he say, King? He's going to show us why X-Pac and Road Dogg are the best team.
Yeah, look at this. Teamwork all the way. That's how you use a kendo stick.
Road Dogg and X-Pac, arguably the greatest tag team in the history of the World Wrestling Federation, doing a number on the hardcore champion. Oh, what a shot to the head of Steve Blackman.
Turnabout, fair play. How that feel, Blackman? Separate heading number 2.
Well, I guess that answers any questions on whether or not these two are
Kane. They look pretty friendly to me right now. I'm sure X-Pac was glad to see the Road Dogg.
Well, still to come tonight on SmackDown.
The Intercontinental
Folks, there you see him.
Champion.
He's
and
the Intercontinental
world's most
Champion,
dangerous
but tonight he'll
man,
fight for the hardcore
Ken
title
Shamrock.
against Mankind. Just take a look at what they do to each other when they have rules. That allegedly a competition with rules. No rules tonight. Falls count anywhere, no disqualifications. Anything goes when Shamrock will attempt to fight the hardcore title bestowed on Mankind last week by Mr. McMahon.
And I can't wait to see him after his makeover. Now it's
And
obviously
his
completed.
opponent,
Well, look
he
at
weighs in at 287 pounds.
He's got a
The
tuxedo on.
hardcore champion, Mankind.
Mankind looks like from where we're sitting, he's had a shave. I've never seen Mick Foley shave before.
He's got a cummerbund on. And it matches his tie. And his hair's combed.
Well, folks, this is for the Hardcore Championship title, not the Intercontinental title.
Do you realize what this means, Aaron? Look, he's made the transition. He's a corporate champion.
Everybody in the business wants to be the WWF champion. Wait a minute. Well, the booze, there's a nice designer shoes there, but a man that is no stranger to designer apparel, Mr. McMahon, on the scene here to witness this carnage. And don't think it won't be carnage here, ladies and gentlemen, between Shamrock and Mankind. The rules, falls count anywhere. No disqualification. Anything goes for Mankind's hardcore title. And I still would love to know why everybody in the tournament at the Survivor Series this Sunday has an opponent but Mankind.
Mankind has an opponent. How many times I got to tell you,
I
Jared?
want to know who it is.
Well, it's a mystery opponent, and that's the mystery of it, because you don't know who it is.
Well, why does he got to have a mystery opponent? I don't understand the purpose of that. Shamrock, on the other hand, will take on Goldust. And we saw the wild side of Goldust already here tonight with Jeff Jarrett and these two gladiators, Mankind and Shamrock.
He is a shoe. He's a shoe.
Anything goes here. That shoe's just as legal as a wrist lock.
What's he doing?
There's Mankind coming out of that tuxedo, and he'll use that and anything else he can to defeat Shamrock here for what Mick Foley has. He's endeared himself with that hardcore title that Mr. McMahon gave Mick last Monday night.
Yeah, normally Mick would be a fan favorite, but not here tonight in Dallas. I think the people have sensed that he's aligned himself with Mr. McMahon.
Well, maybe not. I'm not sure about that. Maybe McMahon has aligned himself with Mankind. Mankind, sometimes doesn't get it. Oh, look out.
Ooh, oh, my gosh.
Shamrock hanging upside down. And that is a bad, vulnerable place to be with a man like Mankind.
You're right. And
Oh, look out here.
Speaking of
I
Shamrock,
don't like this.
I think just last week McMahon aligned himself with Shamrock, didn't he?
Yes, Lakeside Cradle here on the floor right in front of us, King. I'd feel a lot better if they got back in the ring, these two, Shamrock and Mankind.
Yeah, we're in kind of a dangerous, vulnerable position right over here.
Hell, it's no man's land. Look out. Uh-oh.
Watch it.
Anything goes here in this hardcore title matchup.
He's hitting with his shoe.
Mankind just took a seat. Shamrock kicking Mankind. And
Not that belt.
oh, he got him right in the face with that hardcore title belt. Good God Almighty. Look out here. I don't think even Soldier is going to help Mankind now. So get him in the ring, will you? Shamrock again measuring Mankind. The barroom brawl here. Oh, good God. Look out. Mankind in the ring. Well, finally, Shamrock back in the ring, but it's not over.
Look at this shoe. Who would wear?
Mankind beaten right out of his shoes, but he doesn't care. The steel chair in the ring. And that's a weapon. Oh, Mankind backdrop. Kidneys first, right on that steel chair. This match is for the hardcore title, not the Intercontinental title of Ken Shamrock. Mankind's hardcore title is on the line. Falls count anywhere. There's no disqualification. Anything goes. And the owner of this company, Mr. McMahon, is looking on, and they gotta wonder why.
And look at the makeover that Mr. McMahon has furnished to Mankind. He's obviously grooming him to be some sort of corporate champion. He's come out here in a tuxedo and these shoes, JR.
And I still want to know, look at Shamrock, what a collision. What a collision there. I still want to know look out, got it. Falls count anywhere here. Who the Rattlesnake's gonna strike tonight? Because Austin is right here in Dallas, Texas. And will this be the last night we ever see The Rock in a WWF ring? That huge story is still developing and will be decided tonight. Well, there they go, Mankind and Shamrock out near the front row.
And all of these people, and you know, you're talking about The Rock later on. That's a good way for Mr. McMahon to get to these people tonight through The Rock. Look at this.
Both these men in the Survivor Series Deadly Game Tournament. It's this Sunday on pay-per-view. And it's a guarantee, a new WWF champion will be crowned from the sold-out Kiel Center in St. Louis Sunday as Mankind looks and finds the Mandible Claw.
And we also guarantee you will see all of the pay-per-view this Sunday. Oh, no!
Mankind's face with a crunch right on the steel ring steps.
Oh, man!
I mean, my God, the carnage in this matchup. Both these men look like they've been in a car wreck.
It's hardcore, JR.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this is the only place you'll see this kind of action. Here in the WWF, when our Nestle's crunch couldn't be better named, this double feature.
That was a crunch.
Well, I'll tell you what, these two guys having trouble just merely standing here.
And Mr. McMahon watching from the top of the ramp, he said, I'm glad I'm not in this, but I'm enjoying watching it.
Oh, look out. Oh, belly-to-belly suplex. And Mankind just got planted right on the floor by Shamrock.
Well, falls count anywhere. He's going to try to cover him. Uh-oh.
Shamrock may be snapping. And that low blow right in front of the referee, but remember, no disqualification.
Yeah, snap this. Uh-oh.
You can hear that. Right in the spine of Shamrock. Boy, these men are punishing their bodies. DDT on the chair.
Hardcore.
Good Lord. Man, I tell you what, you can look high and low. You're not going to see anything like this anywhere else. And they got him. No, he didn't get it.
What?
My gosh, that was close. Oh, that was close. This is getting ugly. And it's getting uglier by the moment.
Watch it.
Mankind's going to use that chair.
Missed him.
Shamrock.
Missed him. Get him.
It's got to stay away from the steel.
Get him away from Mr. McMahon.
Shamrock and Mankind fighting up the rampway. This is solid steel here, folks. This doesn't have the safety features of a wrestling ring. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Mankind's head just snapped off that steel. His cranium just met that steel. And guess who wins? There's a cover. It's got to be over. He kicked out.
How did he do that?
How does he do that? How does Mankind do that?
Look at the courage Mr. McMahon is showing. That close to this hardcore action. Look out. Ah!
Oh, Shamrock elevated right on the steel.
He almost fell on Mr. McMahon.
And McMahon's associates, along with the big boss man, making sure that the boss is protected here. Shamrock reaching for that chair.
Look at all the... Man, I'm going to say, look at all the dents in that chair. You can add another one now.
The boss man with the nightstick hit Shamrock right in the face. I don't think Mankind even saw it.
I didn't see it.
That's it.
What happened?
The boss man just knocked out Shamrock
Here
with
is
that
your
nightstick.
winner and still hardcore
Could
champion.
that be what's going to happen to Austin?
this Sunday on pay-per-view. Could that be a prelude of what we can expect when the Boss Man in Austin?
What does everybody want?
King, what the hell is going on? Dennis Knight hanging with steel clamps around his wrist. Bradshaw and Farouk, the acolyte, saying that it's time.
They said he's ready for you. I mean,
What is
Following
what in the
contest
world?
is scheduled for one fall.
what are they talking about?
And
Who's
it is
he?
for the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore
And what's happening here
Championship.
now?
Introducing the challenger, being
Al
accompanied
Snow's
by
got a
Head
hardcore
from
championship
Lima,
match.
Ohio, weighing in at 249 pounds.
This guy is nuts.
Al
He's certifiably
Snow.
nuts, King. And he's still wearing that blood-soaked shirt from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the Brood made him that way. That bloodbath made him nuts. I guess he thinks that Head's gonna fight this hardcore match for him.
Hey, look at the head.
Oh, you didn't know?
Hardcore matchup, no holds barred, anything goes. Falls count anywhere, no disqualification or count out. There's the champion, the Road Dogg.
Do me a favor and kick that Head into the third row.
And here we go now.
Whoa!
Al Snow ambushing Road Dogg, using Head as a decoy, and the match is on. Again, this is for the Hardcore Championship, no holds barred, falls count anywhere. And I mean anywhere.
I'm telling you, Michael, the winter weather's got the nation in a grip. It's cold outside. Matter of fact, it's even snowing here, but it's hot inside. The action has been unbelievable here tonight on Raw.
Road Dogg successfully defending the Hardcore Championship last week with a win over Mankind. Oh, thanks in part to The Rock. That was ridiculous. Rock, again, sticking it to Mankind.
Yeah, Mankind unbelievably gets a shot at the WWF title here tonight. And I told you this was going to get hardcore. Oh, man,
Road Dogg just threw a steel chair at Al Snow.
And Al Snow jumped face first into it.
Look at Al Snow. This guy's nuts. He hasn't taken a bath in 2 weeks.
Oh, you finally realize this guy's nuts, huh?
He suffered that bloodbath at the hands of the Brood, wearing that blood-soaked shirt. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the stench?
Oh, watch it.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Look at Al now. Oh, chair to the midsection. The Hardcore Championship on the line. The first of two.
Watch it.
Oh! Al Snow launching into Road Dogg.
Yeah, man. This is the hardcore action. This is the kind of action you're going to get from WWF superstars. They're not just going to walk and talk like some people we know. These guys are going to give you 100% all action. Watch this.
The first of two titles on the line tonight. The WWF Championship up for grabs.
A little too close.
Oh! Chair to the head. And
This is
Road Dogg
great.
feeling it. And what is Al Snow doing now?
It's no telling. I don't think he even knows.
Al Snow up on the barricades. Oh! Road Dogg sliding out of the way, and Al Snow just snapped that table in half.
That was great. Wow.
Okay, we got to take a look at the 10-10-220 double feature.
Look at Al Snow.
A somersault off the barricade. Look at this, cover by
That's
Road
it.
Dogg now, and a kick out. Falls count anywhere. Road Dogg went for the quick win, but Al Snow kicked out.
This match is no disqualification. As a matter of fact, it's just like, whoa! It's like the WWF title later on, no disqualification. Ah,
And Al Snow looks like he likes it. Look at him. He's whacked.
He's a moron.
Oh!
He didn't like
Time's
that.
a charm for Road Dogg. Another cover of Al Snow now, and a kick out again. Road Dogg won the Hardcore Championship 2 weeks ago with a victory over the Big Boss Man. Right out in front of us now.
Oh! I love these hardcore matches.
Right hand from Al Snow. Kick to the midsection.
There's no telling where this thing's gonna wind up.
Could go to the locker room. Could go to the backstage technical area. Could end up in the satellite truck for all we know.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Oh!
What a right hand by Al Snow. No rules in this one. No holds barred.
Where are they going now?
Falls count anywhere. Into the lighting trussle there. Al Snow now trying to climb up to the stage, and Road Dogg from behind.
You think the old Road Dogg ever regrets the day he won the hardcore title? Now he has to keep defending it.
Not a bit, King.
Uh-oh.
He's a fighting champion.
Yeah, he might be fixing to regret it right now.
Al Snow with a table now, and Road Dogg from behind. What action. Hardcore Championship on the line. Road Dogg setting up the table. What's he going to do here?
I don't know. Nobody's safe in this match.
Look out! Look! Oh! Al Snow snapping another table in half.
Beautiful.
Road Dogg, the champion.
Got 2 words for you there, Al.
Oh! Axe handle.
Core.
Across the back of the head. These two are giving it everything they have, King. 2 tremendous athletes in perhaps the toughest match in the World Wrestling Federation.
Right. Stay away from that equipment, those electrical wires.
Where are they going now?
Could come as quite a shock to you guys.
Back in that technical area now. Road Dogg into that steel crate, that steel dolly.
You're funny. You're real funny. You're
Backstage in the arena.
That's what you are.
Clear out, folks. Look out.
Oh, Road Dogg into the wall.
Even the police aren't safe.
That's the janitorial area. That's a hose Al Snow has wrapped around Road Dogg's neck.
Well, the falls count there, too. Look at this.
Road Dogg maybe heading to the showers early.
Hot water on the head of the Road Dogg. You ever have to hose down a couple of dogs? Look at this.
Oh! I hope that's 2-ply toilet paper.
Uh-oh, watch it.
Oh! A broom across the back.
These guys are wiping themselves up all right.
Can you imagine? Tremendous punishment. No holds barred, falls count anywhere.
Look out.
Al Snow into that cart full of flowers.
What's left of flowers? I think those are some old Christmas poinsettias. Oh,
Folks, this is for the Hardcore Championship. This match is...
look at this.
Oh, man!
Don't let that hit you. Oh, my
Across
gosh.
the head. That's a potted plant.
He planted it all right.
Road Dogg into those steel poles.
Look at Al Snow.
Oh, man, to the midsection. This match back in the backstage area. Anything goes, no holds barred. You can use anything you want. There's no disqualification.
I think this is one title I wouldn't want to have.
Wait a minute.
Oh!
Oh, into those beer kegs. Those things got to weigh 80, 90 pounds each.
Hardcore, baby, hardcore. This beer's for you, Al.
And Road Dogg now in control. Al Snow into that heavy steel case. Again. Road Dogg, the Hardcore Champion. Al Snow would love to become the Hardcore Champion.
I think Al Snow is, you're right, he's loving this match.
Shot to the side of the face. Al Snow whipped into those steel grates. And look at him. He likes the pain.
This is right down his alley. Oh, empty. Oh!
Didn't matter, it was empty. Where are they going now? Al Snow and Road Dogg are heading outside the
You
arena.
gotta be kidding me! These guys are outside the snow! Look at this!
Again, falls count anywhere.
Unbelievable!
Road Dogg and Al Snow battling outside the arena. Snow shovel. A snow shovel for Al Snow. How appropriate.
What do you think the temperature is out there? A 1? No, look out!
Look at this.
Oh!
Into that steel door. We were outside earlier, King. Snow and temperature in the 20s. And these guys are out here having a match. A hardcore match.
Unbelievable!
Road Dogg in control, Al Snow. They're fighting in the snow outside.
I'm telling you, Michael, only in the WWF would you see something like this.
The referee, Jack Doan, can't even keep his footing. And these guys are hammering away.
This is great! Yeah.
Road Dogg into that steel fence.
No parking!
No road work. Al Snow working on the Road Dogg.
Hey, that's a snow cone!
Oh! Kick to the midsection.
Oh no, you gotta be kidding me! Power driver! Oh!
Road Dogg just pile drive Al Snow.
That man broke his neck!
Al Snow's motionless. Here's the cover. It's over. Road Dogg has won the Hardcore Championship in the snow outside the arena.
Unbelievable!
World Wrestling Federation.
I'm gonna tell you
Hardcore
something.
Champion, the Road Dogg, Jesse James.
You gotta hand it to Al Snow. I am but I gotta give him credit. That was one hell of a match.
But I gotta hand it to the Road Dogg as well, King. That was one hell of a matchup. The hardcore champion.
I just said that.
Indeed. He's the champ. He's the king of hardcore.
Wait a minute, let's don't go too far now. Where's he going? What's he doing?
Oh, it looks like he's heading back into the arena. Road Dogg gonna celebrate with his fans.
He's got to be chilled to the bone.
What a matchup. That is what they mean when they call it the Hardcore Championship. And what an ovation for the Road Dogg.
Yeah, I gotta admit, that's a well-deserved ovation. Yeah.
And we are back. Oh, my. That gets me every damn time.
It blew your head off. Look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Approaching the ring from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 235 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Rob Van Dam.
He brought that title right here to Raw, didn't he, JR?
He certainly did. What an awesome match.
And speaking of Raw, tonight Raw is being brought to you live by Snickers. Don't let hunger happen to you.
And by Lorillard Tobacco Company's youth smoking prevention program, reminding you that tobacco is wacko if you're a teen.
And by Black Label Games, The Thing. Woohoo!
What an awesome match. And folks, I got some clarification during the commercial break regarding this match.
From Yonkers, New York, weighing 234 pounds, the WWE Hardcore Champion, Tommy Dreamer.
First of all, this will be competed under hardcore rules. Secondly, it is the last hardcore match ever on Raw. And thirdly, the winner of the match will be the Intercontinental Champion.
And like the undisputed Intercontinental Champion.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So hardcore rules.
Now that's a little strange, isn't it? It's going to be the last hardcore match, but it's going to be competed under hardcore rules. You know, these two guys are friends.
They've been friends. They have a lot of respect for each other. They went through some hell together and other promotions.
You can say it. Strictly Crappy Wrestling. What it was called? What I called it.
ECW.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Nice show of respect and sportsmanship. I think it certainly will end here. Both these men know that with hardcore rules, anything goes. There's no disqualifications. This is our last hardcore match, according to General Manager Bischoff here on Raw.
Wait a minute. This looks like anything but a hardcore match.
Because they have hardcore. Oh, buddy, there for RVD.
Or Tommy Dreamer.
The winner will be the undisputed Intercontinental Champion. And both men know each other very well.
I guess.
Almost too well, it would seem. Van Dam and Dreamer know what's on the line here. They've met on many occasions, but never in an environment this important. And look at the flexibility of RVD, but he got caught right in the face with both feet of Tommy Dreamer.
I still can't get over the fact that those idiot un-Americans were actually going to burn our flag right in the middle of the ring. I was on my way up there.
I know you were. I admire that. I really and truly do. And thank God for Goldust and Singapore Kane and Booker T. But what about Kane? Side Russian leg sweep to that Kane. The hook of the leg by Dreamer, and Dreamer got a near fall.
That's a different Kane. What about the Kane Rooney? That was great.
Kane Rooney was a sight for sore eyes. It's in the Big Red Machine back here is wonderful. Exclusively here on Raw. Yes, here comes the hard work.
Kane being back is history in the making. And speaking of history, what about poor Jimmy Snuka here tonight? Oh, hey, look at that.
Dreamer, he raised the ladder, avoided it, but not that time.
The ladder fell right across Dreamer's leg.
Thank you, Home Depot. And there's a cover. Hardcore rule.
That's right.
Falls count anywhere.
Oh, yeah,
Charles Robinson doesn't have a real hard job here. All he's got to do is count the pinfall and ring the bell for the submission.
Did you miss hardcore matches, JR?
Kind of like them while they were, yeah, kind of.
Home Depot stock's gonna go down.
RVD took him on his spine. Hard stiff shot right in the head of Tommy Dreamer. All that stuff totally legal. No disqualifications. Spine buster. Slam that close. And Dreamer got another near fall. Dreamer ahead on points if you're keeping it at the sport home, folks.
Boy, and looking at Rob Van Dam reminds me last night at SummerSlam, Stephanie McMahon, Eric Bischoff sitting in the same room side by side watching that big, well, the big matchup between the Raw star and the SmackDown star. Woo, Stephanie was livid when that was over.
Certainly that was a period brawl too. Stephanie McMahon and Bischoff.
Oh, no.
Look at this.
No way.
Woo. Historic night. History in the making here. The last hardcore match you're going to see on Raw. According to our general manager, Eric Bischoff. And Dreamer, this is really down Dreamer's alley. He is a hardcore champion. He loves it. And oh my God almighty.
I don't think he loves it right
No,
now.
I don't think anybody would love that.
Any teeth left?
Man, I heard about got milk, got teeth.
Right. See that again.
Yes.
The face. What's this? Oh!
Man, you heard the smack there. And Dreamer not in a very comfortable position. Look at the shots. Man, Chris Benoit can tell you how stiff and hurtful those were.
What's he doing?
This guy is amazing. RVD is an amazing. Good Lord, what a shot. What an amazing athlete. Unbelievable flexibility. Absolutely extraordinary as Van Dam. The cover by Tommy Dreamer. A young man from Yonkers, New York. Quite frankly, is just as tough as any hardcore champion that we have ever seen. We've seen some tough son of a guns here, King.
Last
Raw here on the hardcore.
last night, Stephanie said that never, there was no way, never would Rob Van Dam be able to bring the Intercontinental title to Raw. But as you can see, never say never.
Well, the young lady was wrong, unfortunately for her. Look at this. Man. Van Dam hurting himself and Tommy Dreamer. Now again going for the cover. And Van Dam. Van Dam just won this title 24 hours ago. RVD is in a 100% shape here. After that.
Look at that.
Look at moonsault. But wow, Dreamer shot that chair up right in the lower south abdomen, way south of Muskogee, if you know what I mean.
Well, as you said, I mean, this match really favors Tommy Dreamer.
Nice Northern Light suplex by RVD. Did he get? No, he got 2.5.
These hardcore rules and everything, right down his alley. He is the hardcore champion.
And very proud of him. Dreamer now. DDT! Boy, did he post RVD? That has got to be all. The leg, oh God! Man, how close was that?
Boy, and how would Tommy Dreamer look wearing that Intercontinental Championship belt around his waist?
I love the fact that Dreamer didn't ask the referee. It was only 2. I didn't get 3. Did you hear the bell ring? No, I didn't. And look at this now. Some more, you never know this innovator of violence as Tommy Dreamer has been called. How he's going to innovate with this ladder. Bob Vila, eat your heart out. Oh, look out. Good Lord. Man, they say they learn how to fall. How do you learn how to fall on a steel ladder? You figure it out. Send me a postcard.
Right.
And now Dreamer, maybe moments away. Oh! Dreamer just drove his own arm in that ladder as RVD able to avoid the contact. And now maybe Van Dam gets back in it.
That could break Dreamer's arm right there.
That ladder.
You gotta be kidding me, no way!
And the Rolling Thunder.
Jeez.
Good Lord. You talk about a fearless son of a gun, Rob Van Dam. Just sticking that Rolling Thunder on Dreamer through the ladder, the hook of the leg, and Dreamer again kicks out.
They miss these hardcore matches.
Dreamer tougher than a $3 steak, let me tell you. Nice spinning leg drop. Van Dam trying to fight his way back up after that war at SummerSlam with Benoit. A hard right after you saw how Van Dam landed straddling that top turnbuckle. Solid right hand and the use of the ladder.
You're right. Dreamer is the innovator of violence. He's always thinking of something new that's even more violent.
Standing on the ladder on that second rope. I don't know that I've seen this before.
Don't tell me he's
And
going to try to superplex off that.
Van Dam trying to fight out.
Oh, no!
Caught.
My gosh!
Right.
That's it! He's done! Oh, damn, Dreamer!
Lord, Dreamer got wrung out there. No pun intended.
In more ways than one!
Oh, look at this.
No, man!
Van Dam can barely stand, but he's got the chair. Van Daminator right in the face, a chair to the face.
Dreamer's tough, but I don't think he'd take much more, JR.
Dreamer quivering in pain, and Van Dam up, the Intercontinental Champion. Oh, the 5-star. What impact. What impact by Van Dam. Man knocked the breath out of himself, but he hooks the leg, and will it be? Yes, it is. And RVD, still the Intercontinental Champion.
And the Intercontinental Champion, Rob Van Dam.
Boy, I'll tell you, JR, that was the last hardcore match we're ever going to see, but it was a doozy, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
One to remember. Historic.
Both men throwing caution to the wind as a part of this historic night here from the hallowed halls of the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Rob Van Dam, no questions asked. Rob Van Dam, the undisputed Intercontinental Champion.
The following six-man match is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at allegedly over 400 pounds, he is the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, Crash Holly.
It was last Thursday night on SmackDown where Crash Holly regained the hardcore title. It was Matt Hardy defending against his brother Jeff in an amazing display last Thursday night, and the 24/7 rule in effect. The title defended 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, King, unlike WrestleMania, where there were 11 hardcore title changes, this match ends tonight when someone defeats Crash or when Crash defeats one of his 5 challengers.
Man, this ought to be great, JR. Oh!
And the challenger from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 248 pounds, Taz.
The former ECW champion, making his way to the ring. Taz, no disqualifications, pinfalls count anywhere. And unlike the recent Detroit Tigers Chicago White Sox baseball brawl, no one's going to be suspended for this match for unnecessary roughness or fine. Baseball players can't fight anyway.
No, I said, oh yeah,
They ship slap each other.
From Cameron, North Carolina, Matt and Jeff the Hardy Boys.
I'll tell you what, anytime you see the Hardys, you know a match is going to be more dangerous than Halle Berry's driving. Six men in this match. 4 are former hardcore champions.
From Mobile, Alabama, weighing in at allegedly over 400 pounds, Hardcore Holly.
Well, he has put together in great shape his hardcore Holly. There's his little cousin Crash.
boy. Did you see the way Hardcore slapped Elroy in the back of the head?
Yeah, daughter Judy could hear that. In Uranus.
And where? Look at Crash. He's antsy. This 24/7 thing is really taking a
And
toll on
from
Crash.
Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in
Oh,
at
boy.
236 pounds, Perry Saturn.
One of the Radicals, Perry Saturn. Remember, the match will end when someone pins Crash or Crash pins one of his 5 adversaries here. It's like a mini battle royal. Nice throw by Perry Saturn on Crash Holly. Crash Holly did bullseye on his chest. Hardcore title, the only title in WWF defended 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Power bomb by Hardcore Holly, and Matt Hardy interrupted that pinning predicament. We may see a lot of that.
You got that right. There it is again.
Everybody just beating the fire out of each other here on the outside. There's Jeff for the cover and Taz for the interruption. I said Taz, the former ECW heavyweight champion, looking to take the gold home with him. Beautiful suplex by Taz.
And the save by Saturn.
Saturn and Taz have had quite the history in their career.
Uh-oh, where's this going now?
Elroy looking at
They're not going to let him escape.
no countouts, no disqualifications.
Trying to do his best Houdini impersonation tonight. I don't think he's going to. What's he doing?
Hey, wait a minute. That superstructure there, the backlash superstructure, I don't think is.
Elroy, what are you doing? Are you crazy?
Not built for climbing. These guys are putting themselves at risk here.
There.
No, if that thing falls, we got big problems.
I think we got big problems anyway. I'm not worried about if that thing falls. I'm worried about if Elroy falls or crash. Oh, right in the falls.
Man. Crash hanging upside down in a very precarious position. And then he'll jerk down off that superstructure. And look at this. Oh, my God.
What the heck?
I'll tell you what, these Hardys are amazing.
Did Matt Hardy just dive over that thing? I agree.
Hardcore Hardy now wailing away at Matt Hardy, but it's remember the object is to beat Crash.
Look, part of that superstructure just broke off.
They weren't built for climbing. Wait a minute.
What's Jeff Hardy doing?
Oh, Jeff Hardy. Some have compared him to Shawn Michaels with his tremendous athletic ability. And here comes Matt Hardy bringing Crash back to the ring. What if Matt Hardy put his career in his own hands here? He must be 15 or 20 feet up in the air there. Double team by the Hardys. Taz with that trash can lid.
The human wrecking machine trying to wreck the Hardy's chances of being hardcore champ.
Taz well away at your knob. I'll tell you. Now Hardcore Holly's got a 2x4. The Hardys double teaming Taz. And Hardcore Holly just knocked the fire out of his cousin Crash with a 2x4. And now Matt Hardy, or Jeff rather, has a steel chair.
Look at this.
And Taz clothesline Jeff right back on that steel chair.
2x4.
Saturn with a 2x4. Knocking down Taz. With a submission move by Taz. Almost a version of an abdominal stretch.
No, that's Saturn.
Or Saturn, I mean. Matt Hardy nailing Hardcore. Taz taking care of Saturn.
Now that was Taz.
I got it. Much action here. It's hard to keep up with all these guys.
Watch it, Hardcore. Wow.
Those steps in that face just don't mix. Steel and skin.
Where's Jeff Hardy?
He's here somewhere.
Oh,
Good Lord, what a clothesline. And the cover. Taz got the clothesline. Matt Hardy tried to get the cover. And here comes Hardcore. Hardcore Holly's got some kind of street sign or something there.
you know that Matt Hardy is opportunistic. Wowee.
Crash tried to get his hands up, but to no avail. Hardcore tried the cover, interrupted by Saturn.
Matt won the Hardcore title there for a short period when his brother Jeff delivered the goods.
Certainly did.
Oh,
Nice spinning kick by Saturn. There's the cover. Hardcore says, not today. That title's going to be mine. Look at Elroy. Elroy, Crash Holly on the outside. But he won't rest long. Taz, look at those right hands, King.
unbelievable. Watch it.
Oh, coming all the way from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn. Those right hands of Taz.
There's Jeff Hardy back from I don't know where.
I'm not sure. Oh, there's a cover. Falls count anywhere.
Look at this.
Look at
Jeff picked right up where Matt left off.
I don't know how
Watch
Crash
it
is.
crash.
Crash, just give him the belt. Hell.
Right.
Suplex. And yes, another interruption.
Oh.
Saturn right hand off the apron.
Oh, now they're triple teaming. Poor Crash.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of tough guys here, but I don't know if anybody is quite frankly any tougher than Crash Holly. How he has survived and is surviving is a minor miracle.
That Holly family's tough.
Nice drop kick by Crash. His body's got to be racked with pain. The cover, but not much of one. Saturn now gets his shot at it.
Oh, uh-oh.
Sunset flip. Oh, Taz. The foot right to the face of Crash. And good Lord, look at that.
Man,
That extension cord.
don't plug it in.
I think these guys are, they gotta almost have to eliminate each other before nobody's gonna let Crash get pinned here. Wow. Good Lord. Both Hardys got tattooed by Taz, and again, Crash has spent more time on the canvas than Rembrandt.
Oh. Look at Jeff Hardy, he's still out. He's taking a little siesta over there.
An unwilling siesta.
Oh, Crash.
Cousin Bob. Oh, what a suplex. Saturn with a suplex on Hardcore Holly. Now there's a cover. That could be. I thought there was enough isolation there, at least for the 3 count, but it was not to be. I get the distinct feeling that Saturn and Taz don't like each other.
Folks, do not try this at home.
Those kicks right to the heart. This match is right down Taz's alley.
That's right. That's where he lives, in an alley.
Not anymore. Oh. Suplex, cover, interruption. How many times have we said that?
More cookware. Oh,
This ain't exactly what you see with Emerald Lagasse on the Food Network. Jeff Hardy with a unique leg drop. Cover, and Jeff's brother Matt interrupted that one. Hardcore Holly comes back with a foot to the face of Matt Hardy.
here comes that extension cord. Oh,
Pass out choking Matt.
Matt's getting wired. Oh,
Crash got slammed in the corner. There's Jeff. Springboard. And that would have been enough, no doubt about it, but Hardcore Holly. And then over the top again comes Terry Saturn. And Hardcore and Taz both making sure Saturn did not get the 3.
this match may be like the presidential campaign. It may go to November.
Come on!
Oh, man.
Son of a bitch!
Uh-oh, hello.
Choke! Choke!
Taz now choking while Hardcore's got his cousin with a suplex. And then both men covering.
That ain't gonna
Crash. Yeah, we're not gonna have co-champions, I can tell you. At least I don't think we will.
Crash is just about history. He's limp.
Oh, man. What a suplex that was. Almost a shades of the late Dick Murdoch in a brainbuster. Hardcore Holly now bringing a steel chair in the
No
ring.
chair. Nothing wrong with that. Hardcore match.
No disqualifications. You're right about that, King.
Oh, cousin to cousin. Oh, have a seat.
This ain't no family reunion, I'll tell you. That's got to be. Oh, that no doubt would have been all. Oh, what a pop for the ladder. The ladder gets a pop. The Hardys got the ladder.
Everybody know what the Hardys do with ladders.
Hardcore Holly just ate some ladder.
Oh, look at this.
Saturn and Taz knocked down. Oh, folks at Home Depot must be very proud tonight.
Uh-oh.
There's a double team. Man.
Hi, Perry. What's going on? We have Perry Saturn draped across our announce table here. Oh!
The Hardys are starting to eliminate their adversaries, but they're not eliminating each other.
Oh, no. The ladder is set up.
What's Jeff Hardy going to do? Their risk takers are the Hardys. Is he a young Shawn Michaels? Is that what Jeff Hardy's doing here? Twist of fate by Mick. Oh my God! The slam-tongue bomb from the top.
But look at that!
And Mick trying to get just cover. The Hardys are fighting each other here. It's every man for himself in this hardcore mix-up.
The shades of the Mean Street Posse.
Oh, Taz just eliminated both Hardys with a thunderous double clothesline.
Uh-oh.
Could be a Taz mission.
He's got it locked in!
A Taz mission. The fans to their feet.
What's this?
Look, God, stop.
Stop that, Taz!
What a shot to the head by Saturn. Saturn's coming to the back door.
Got him! No! Going out the back door!
Hardcore Holly just pulled Saturn outside the ring.
Look at
Man, Jeff Hardy. Oh,
look at that!
look. The Hardys eliminating Taz and Saturn. Or Hardcore Holly and Saturn. It's Taz in the ring.
Look, look!
Taz
Look
is
at
knocked out. How the hell did Elroy do it?
Stop the madness!
Broken bodies, broken signs, and somehow, some way, Crash Holly has prevailed. The little son of a gun, the Houdini of hardcore, has done it.
What a match!
I don't know how he does it.
I'd get up and run if I were him, if I could.
This is amazing.
Well, the ends justify the means. And now, for the Hardcore Championship. You talk about a situation where the ends justify the means.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Championship. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 285 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, Rhino!
The 275-pound man beast. This hardcore title set to be defended.
The challenger from the Bowery, weighing 235 pounds, Raven!
Raven, a very strange enigma, a complex competitor, to say the least. Certainly becoming a fan favorite seemingly here in the WWF. In this match with no disqualifications and pinfalls count anywhere.
This is the type of match that Chicago loves. Raven, one-on-one against Rhino for the hardcore title. Winner take all. I love it.
Raven and Rhino, no strangers in their career, Paul.
No, both men are former ECW champions. And if you wanted to be a champion in ECW, you had to know how to use weapons. Both these men are proficient with their hands, their feet, and their use of weaponry.
We have seen Raven in many situations with has a very high threshold of pain. He's going to need it here. And boom! And the drop toe hold by Raven driving Rhino's head right on a stop sign. Could be over early, but it's not.
It's going to take a lot more than that to put down the big bad Rhino.
Rhino 275. He is a thick competitor, to say the least.
From the mean streets of Detroit, Michigan.
Trash can dinner right over the head of Rhino. And there's another cover. And Raven with 2 near falls in this contest. Remember, no disqualifications. Man, what a shot that was. What a shoulder block.
Rhino is just so impressive. He knows to stay right on top of his man. And now Rhino with a weapon.
Rhino extremely aggressive, to say the least here. And certainly Raven, who, as we said, has a very high threshold of pain, and that will be tested in this match. And Raven got that trash can up, but Rhino ran right through it.
Did him a lot more damage than
There's
the
a cover here on the outside. That's legal. Falls count anywhere in these hardcore matchups.
I'll give Raven a lot of credit, but actually I'm going to give Rhino a lot more now, because he's again using everything at his disposal to put away Raven.
Rhino moving around these steps. These steel steps, positioning them, and Raven barely able to stand here after that shot with a trash can. And Raven getting up close and personal with the steps, and now Rhino has that folding chair. What am I doing here? Raven taking a seat. And Rhino almost trying to knock Raven's head off.
Oh man, I don't like the looks of this. Here comes Rhino!
Rhino, oh my God! Raven moved out of the way at the last moment. Rhino leaping from the ring steps. Almost got impaled in that steel chair that he set up. And now here comes Raven.
And now what's good for the goose is good for the Raven!
And Raven scored with a clothesline. That could be, no, it's not. Rhino, the powerhouse, kicking out.
Watch this, here comes Rhino, 275 pounds, wham, straight into the chair. Rhino's momentum working against him.
Again, no disqualifications, no countouts. Balls count anywhere in this hardcore title match. And Raven, the veteran. And Rhino right outside. Well, this Rhino talking about Raven's threshold of pain. Rhino's right there with him.
Oh, Rhino is a man piece. There's no stopping him. Raven has to bring everything at his disposal to try to take down Rhino. Rhino loves being the hardcore champion.
Yes, it is. The kitchen sink being tossed into the ring by the challenger for Rhino's hardcore title, Raven.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
What's that?
The kitchen sink.
All legal.
I love it, personally. I endorse it.
Raven trying to shake it loose here, and Rhino's right back up, and Raven just got his brain scrambled with that trash can lid.
Rhino now has to keep the pressure up on Raven. Has to keep coming for Raven. And now another weapon. Rhino is so effective when it comes to these things.
Raven got hit right in the face with that sign, and now there's the cover, and Raven somehow kicks out. Listen to this impact. A brain scramble.
When it comes to hardcore wrestling, that's what you call technique.
Raven again with another shot to his head. And again, Rhino going for the cover. And Raven shows his resilience and his guts, quite frankly, in kicking out.
What I like about Raven is that he always rolls back over. He doesn't stay on his back for long. Even though right now he's beaten down, Raven doesn't want to be in pitting predicaments.
Rhino shoved that shopping cart with 10 items or less right back in the face of Raven.
But there ain't no discount in the hardcore title match.
No coupons.
And I love coupons too.
More impact here, look at this. Shopping cart into another human being's face. And there's no fit, but he got it again, did Raven.
Well, Rhino's dictating the pace, big time right now. And Raven needs to find himself a weapon to counter Rhino.
What is that?
Oh, me personally, I just run like hell.
Raven on the drop toe scored for the second time in the match. And this time, Rhino's face bounced off that shopping cart. Raven's bought himself a little bit of time.
But not a lot. Raven needs to capitalize. The question is, does he still have it in him to do so?
Here's a look at the drop toe here.
That shopping cart could be the big equalizer in this match.
Shot to the head. Look at that sign. Just with a head print in it.
Who did that sign ever victimize like that? Did it deserve that type of punishment?
Oh, what a shot that was. Ooh, man. Did you hear that one? Raven now building some momentum on this left shoulder off the canvas as the referee's hand was coming down.
Raven can't get frustrated. He got the advantage using the shopping cart. He needs to keep the pressure. Oh, here it comes again. That shopping cart becoming the most dangerous part of the hardcore title match.
Trash can to the face. There's a cover. And again, Rhino with a powerful kick out.
How close can Raven be to becoming the hardcore champion again?
Raven's had 2 or 3 near falls. And now the shopping cart again. Raven up. Crowd behind Raven here. And this challenge for Rhino's hardcore title.
No rules, no disqualifications. Falls count anywhere. This match truly is for the hardcore championship.
Sternum first. But Rhino, man, he got Raven right in the head. That could be it right there. No, it's not. Raven, again, just refusing to stay down. But you gotta wonder how much more either of these men's anatomy can take.
The human body can only take so much.
Rhino. Raven, Rhino kind of holding on to several of those ropes. And Rhino's, he's got something on his mind here. He was looking for his gore. And he went right inside the shopping cart.
This is Raven's chance. If he ever had a chance, it's right here, right now.
Everything, including the kitchen sink, being used on Rhino. Rhino's hardcore title could be saying goodbye. We got gold. Oh, how close.
My God, was that close? Rhino looking for the gore, and he nails the shopping cart. Gore!
Rhino got the more that time. And got all of it. And Rhino retains.
The winner of this bout, and still hardcore champion, Rhino.
Well, I'll tell you what, Raven's got nothing to be ashamed of in this losing effort because he had on more than one occasion less than a count away from defeating Rhino, who seems to be impervious to pain and impregnable.